What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We are in Warframe right now. You're watching the T4 that I'm going to run through a little bit while I talk to you about the Dex Dakra, and then I'm going to go ahead and talk to you through my setup on the Dex Dakra as it stands right now in this particular build video. I think it is 18.6.3 when this releases. So, if you're here for a 2-minute, here's your meta type of thing, you know what? Just click off the video now. Goodbye. Because that's not what I do here. If you're here to learn a little bit of Dex Dakra, want to see how I play it, you want to understand the weapon maybe a little bit better, then maybe this might be a video for you. I know it's probably 10-12 minutes, give or take. But so this weapon, of course, dual sword melee weapon. There's a number in the category that are like this, but this one is just a beautiful weapon. Everybody has access to it if you were playing the game either on the 2nd anniversary, which is March 25th through April 1st of 2015, or if you were playing here when it was released on March 22nd through March 29th, okay, alongside with the Dex Furies and the Dex Sabaras for the year 3. That all came out, but these are beautiful, beautiful weapons. It does primary slash damage. It's very high base damage. It's got a good status chance, so it doesn't take much to bring your status up there. Already does come with 1 polarity slot, and it uses that swirling tiger stance, which is what I'm utilizing. You can use crossing snakes as well, which is one that I used to use when it first came out, but this time around I went ahead and I changed it up a bit. It does have a nice slam attack. Doesn't do any knockdown in enemies, but it deals impact proc on affected enemies, so it'll stun them briefly, which can be pretty nice. And I like that. I like that. Depending upon which frame you're using it with, it can work out pretty well in terms of just overall effectiveness. Even impact, you can't go wrong with a stun attack. You know what I'm saying? A quick couple of second stun, nothing wrong with that at all. So you've got that. You've got the swirling tiger, which I'll tell you is picked up. Because this is something I should think of. People have asked me about where do you get these mods when you get mods. Several Corpus enemies. You got the Anti-Mower, the Corpus Tech, Corpus Warden, and you actually have the Grenier Scorch that can drop the Swirling Tiger. It's I would say it's an uncommon stance, but it's easy to get. So with that, let's go ahead and head right on over into my setup, and we'll discuss it a little bit more about how it runs. Okay, on to the actual setup for everybody. Oh, it's not here. Oh, wait, no, it's under the A config, but I'm not going to show it to you yet. We're going to put it together. Just because I know how much people love to watch me take my time on my videos. We're going to do it this way. Anyway, okay, so we've seen some footage now. I'm actually really liking this more now than I did before. When it came back at like what last year for the 2-year, so was it 2-year, 1 year, 2-year, whatever, I don't remember. Who knows? I'm rambling. Okay, stop. So I'm gonna go with Swirling Tiger. This is the one that actually fits it. Okay, I used to actually run it with Crossing Snakes, which I did like a little bit better originally, but now I'm really liking it with the Swirling Tiger stance, fanning multi-hit strikes. So you're getting multi-hits off of this, okay, so you're hitting more than one enemy at a time, and that's pretty noticeable when you do play. And then we're going to start looking at what we've got here. Doesn't really seem like a whole lot to work with. We've got a slash, we've got some status chance. The numbers don't seem overly impressive. Attack speed seems really low when you're looking at it. But we start building it. Okay, we've got a dash polarity that's there, so we're going to go ahead and throw Buzzkill in. For everybody that doesn't have Buzzkill yet, you'll eventually get it, and I'm sure on the consoles you'll get it soon enough when what's his name? Void Trader dude shows up. Okay. Then I gotta keep thinking about damage. First thought is damage, and of course we want to increase the speed a bit. So we've got Fury. I want to get Fury up there. Really brings up your speed a lot. Okay. I'm gonna also throw in Jagged Edge, increase that slash damage. So 120 plus the 90. Okay. Okay. Okay, so you're at a 210% increase in your base slash damage. You see the numbers go up here a little bit as well. We'll explain what's the important part on this particular setup, which you probably already saw when you were watching the first part of this video. I did try this with Maiming Strike. I'll explain to that in a minute why I'm not going to use Maiming Strike for this. Of course, we're going to go ahead and throw in Pressure Point. So Pressure Point brings up our number even more. Now things are starting to look a little bit more pleasing to the eye, if you will. Wall attack. Leap attack's okay still. Spin attack's looking better and better. Keep in mind Swirling Tiger. Stance, fanning, multi-strike hits, swirling, spinning type of thing, if you will. So spin attack is where we want to focus on. Okay, that's a big thing, which is, and we'll come back to that in a minute. Let's see here. So now we got our basic major damage more or less in here, if you will. And I say more or less because we're going to change it up a bit in a minute. Now I'm going to think elemental, if you will. So I'm going to go with, oh, I can't because that's on my deconstructor. Voltaic Strike. Okay, in Virulent Scourge. Can't because that's on my deconstructor for my Helios. So we're going to go with Corrosive here. Now, for general terms, at this point, I would probably go ahead and throw in the Heat. You guys know that, you know. But we're not going to do that this time. What the heck is going on? That's weird. Now we're going to either throw in, you can either throw in a Shocking Touch here for more corrosive because of the electricity, or you can even, if you can find it, throw in a Fever Strike. Either one will work. I'm just going to put Fever Strike in here. So now we're going to take these three as my element. Look at that. We've got a really nice elemental damage combined with slash damage. Combined with, look at this number now up here and the spin attack. And the spin attack's super, super important to me on this particular setup. Wall attack is looking good. Leap attack has come up a lot. And of course we still have this. But I'm not satisfied with it. Now, I didn't see any real need to do Blood Rush. The critical chance stacking multiplier just didn't work with me. How I have 3 of those, I don't know. Body count, no. Increasing the melee combo duration doesn't really do much unless you have other mods that are really going to work with that. I did not try Focus Defense. Nope, not really into the channeling things. Okay. And you can see also we've already bumped ourselves up to a 44% status chance in case you didn't notice that, which is just fine with me the way this weapon works. Now I did for a while on this last slot have Maiming Strike in there because slide attacks have a 90% chance to be critical hit. 90% chance is pretty phenomenal in terms of how it works. However, I noted, just reading the card, 90% chance to be a critical hit. I never had any of that 90% chance happen. Why? Because the Swirling Tiger stance, even when you slide, the end of the slide is a spin attack. So, for some reason, the slide attack is just not, it wasn't picking it up. I don't know. Maybe it was just me. I didn't see it. I just didn't see it happening. So I pulled the card off. Didn't need it. Then I went ahead and tried, alright, okay, I'll just go ahead and put, you know, Molten Impact in there. Now I've got Corrosive, I've got Heat, I've got a beautiful slash, and our numbers are great here. And our speed is really high, and this will work for most people. This is a great, great setup right here. This is going to take you every which way you want. Now, of course, depending upon what frame you're running, okay, now if I'm running an Aros, if I'm running Neza, however you want to say it, if I'm running Oberon, I'm not worried about Life Strike. But that's just me. Because Oberon has his healing capabilities, Neza has his protection, and of course Inaros can gain back the health from all the enemies. So I don't worry about Life Strike in this particular case. If I'm running something else, I may actually just go ahead and put Life Strike in there because my numbers here are solid anyway. And the Corrosive will work for most things in terms of how the game plays out. So that really isn't a problem. If you want to change that to radiation, go ahead and quick swap it into a radiation. You can quick swap this element however you want just by changing those mods out. Okay, so this will work great on several other builds with frames that you can't actually, you know, self-heal with, if you will. But it's still not satisfied after playing it and running it. Just something wasn't hitting me. I wanted to go and get some more damage out of it. So a long unused mod, I went ahead and I threw Spoiled Strike in there. Now, yes, you lose some speed. But as we saw in the beginning of this video, it didn't affect me in any way, shape, or form that I lost that much speed. I lost a little bit of speed, but I still have a positive gain in the end, so I bring it up. Swirling Tiger stance is pretty fast in its hits, and now we have these devastatingly crazy numbers. Almost 6,000 spin attack. Almost 6,000 spin attack. A nearly 4,000 wall attack, almost 2,000 leap attack, but almost 6,000 spin attack with a 44% status chance, so we can proc as well. And these numbers right here, solid slash, solid corrosive. It would be solid radiation. It could be solid blast. It could be solid anything that you want in terms of your elements. And that was a tier 4 that I was running, that I ran in on. I didn't get Cat 4, but that was a tier 4 right there. So I can just go in and just kill things. It doesn't bother me. This makes my weapon choice in terms of the dual swords a beautiful, beautiful number. And that's just the way I'm running it. And I know that not everybody will run it that way. Like I said, you can put Life Strike in there. There's a few other things you could do potentially, but this is just how I wanted it. Heavy, heavy damage. I don't care about the critical chance. Not worried about it because I'm just going to dominate right here. Slide, spin, slide, spin, slide, spin. And that's all I have to do is slide and spin, and I'm getting that number right there. Right there. There you go. So, comments, questions. I know it was a slightly longer video, but hey, that's just the way it is. The way it is, and whatever. I try to explain why I'm doing what I'm doing. You could even potentially... No, not that one. What am I saying? Messing around. You could even potentially put this in there, but you're just kind of wasting it to get that extra 60% slash damage, because that's all you're going to get out of it. You won't get anything else really out of it, but that's what you're looking at right here. Here's my new Dex Dakra build, and I'll play around with this one for a while, I think, because I really, really am liking it just like this. If you have comments, questions, please do feel free to leave them below. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you soon.